So what's up, you guys, it's Kat, and today I'm just going to show you how I made this crop sweater here. So you're going to need a chunky sweater, some scissors, elastic, safety pins, and I forgot to add a needle and thread. So this is the sweater that I'm going to use today. I thrifted it for only $6 off of Poshmark. You definitely want to go for something that's going to be really nice and chunky and have a very thick sort of material so that it's not flimsy or anything. If you're looking for that oversized look, then I suggest going to the men's section and getting a size up from what you would normally wear in your standard women's size. For example, I wear a size small in women's, so I decided to go with a size medium in men's. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to measure your waist with the elastic and basically cut off the excess. What I'm doing is I'm measuring it right below the navel because that's right where I want the bottom of the sweater to hit. Next step is to determine the length that you want. So what I'm basically doing is folding the sweater where I want it to fall, and then once I determine which spot I want it to be placed at, I just place a safety pin there as my marker because I don't want to draw on the actual sweater and I didn't want to spend too much time like pinning and whatnot. So now I'm going to lay down the sweater on a flat surface. I'm going to fold it over to determine where I'm going to cut. And then I'm just basically going to use that crease that was formed from folding it over as a stencil for cutting. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. So the next thing you want to do is turn the sweater inside out, lay it down flat. And now you're going to use your elastic to line it up against the sweater. Then you're going to fold the shirt down over the elastic in order to find out where you're going to sew it down in order to close it up and house the elastic, if that makes any sense. Make sure you fold both the front and back sides of the sweater. Then you're just going to stick your safety pins and safety pin that fold all the way down across the sweater. Your final product should look something like this, where it's safety pin all around. Basically, you just want to make sure that everything is the right length that you want it to be. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to attach some safety pins to the edge of your elastic, and then you want to snake that on through the area that you pinned down. Make sure you leave a little bit of the elastic out at the end and don't put the entire thing in there. So you actually want to leave out about 1 inch to 2 inches of elastic at the ends. So now you're going to sew down the area where you place the safety pins. You want to sew as close to the edge where you place that safety pin as possible. So just be very careful not to sew into the actual elastic. If you sew into the actual elastic, you're going to have to start all over again, and it is incredibly mind-numbing to have to do this process all over again because I've sped it up. It looks like it's very easy, but this actually took me almost an hour. So you want to keep sewing until you get to the very end, and then you want to stop, and then you want to snake the rest of that elastic all the way in through the shirt until you can grab both sides of the elastic and pin them together with a safety pin. Once you pin them together, you want to sew them together. So after you're done sewing the elastic together, you want to stuff it back into the sweater, and then you want to close up that hole where you stopped. You want to basically close up that stitching, and you're pretty much all done. From then, it's just basically removing all the safety pins, turning it back on the right side, and trying her on.